are listening to the Educated Podcast.
Yo. Welcome to the Educated Apes Podcast. There's no ads today, but we've kind of got an upgrade.
You're gonna say that?
Yeah, we've brought a guest in, Andrew Doan. So, hello.
Yeah. You right?
Nice to be here,
Yeah, sweet. Doan, is that how you pronounce it? Because I was looking on your Insta and I was like, so it says done lifting. It works really well.
I know. To be honest, I was just a bit sick of people they just get it wrong every time.
Yeah.
So
You just forgot.
Mr. Dunn. So I went with that. I just went. I thought, you know what? I'll do my own spin on it and make it done lifting. So it's got
No, it was pretty
a
sweet.
bit of quirk to it, you know.
Works. You need a jazzy name on Instagram nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I was just obviously ordinary. I mean, I haven't even got that many followers, but big push at the moment. So that's where it's going.
Yeah, it's a struggle for an Instagram chap compared to an Instagram girl.
Yeah. If you had a set of tits, mate, you'd be doing miles better.
I know. Literally, I look at friends from school, and even if they haven't done anything or going anywhere type of thing, they just do a bit of flirting on the Instagram, and then they've got plenty of followers.
It's all them Indian guys, nice bobs.
Yeah. There's always
What's that other one?
What's that?
There's always if you look on the comments section for any Instagram professional hot chick, there's always some Indian guy. It's always an Indian guy writing badly spelled compliments, but dead vulgar compliments.
Oh, really?
Every single time.
That's
You must not spend that much time on the internet.
No.
They're literally everywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Do you know what?
hilarious.
Saying that, I have noticed a few, even friends from school and other places. Girls that are in the gym. Yeah, some weirdos do put some funny comments
just
on there.
write weird shit to him all the time.
Yeah.
Have you started getting that yet?
No, but I have actually had a few people from over in America just hitting me up saying, "Do you fancy coming over for basically to show the products off and stuff?" But so some of them are you do question, if it's
Are they going to take me to show products or harvest my body parts?
Yeah. Or it's either straight shooting or
you're coming over with no kidney.
Yeah, or it's the queer side. So I don't mind.
Or it's the queer side. I didn't even catch that. That's brilliant.
No, to be honest, I got nothing wrong with it, but I don't think the girlfriend would be too impressed. Anything for extra money or two.
Just got to take this to the next step. This Instagram.
I know. Yeah, no. So
Just go full bear or so.
Yeah.
I know it's. How far do you take it though? It's there's some awful stuff on there.
It's the hashtags. You have to start venturing in. You'd open up a whole new.
Oh, Jesus.
You wouldn't be able to look at your DMs.
Yeah, you would get so many dick pics if you just put hashtag gay in your hashtags.
Oh my days! Jesus
just inundated
Christ.
with dick pics. Just stream like a river of them, just all the time.
Then you know what it'd feel like to be an Instagram girl.
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah. Do you know what?
just try it for an experiment.
No, I'm not.
Are you? So
That's too far, Tom. Man. Too far.
how long have you been? So you're at Area 51, aren't you?
Yeah, at Area 51.
Because I saw that they posted like a little push about you on their Instagram, and were not as a forefront, but just celebrating what you'd done. And I thought it was I didn't realise you were going there. I used to go when it first opened and then stopped. So I just I don't know. What did you think about that whole gym as in Area 51 and what it represents?
Yeah, I mean it started off Tim, one of the co-owner. He took Area 51 from Simply Gym. It was not far from where Area 51 is now, but he had his classes and it just grew from there. But then he obviously he teamed up with Danny and they were able to open the gym. I mean, as far as I'm aware, it's more specific for classes and stuff. But
yeah.
To be honest, it's great for the weightlifters, anybody that wants any type of goal really. you've even got mini Area 51 where you can take your little ones with
Yeah.
you. But for me personally, obviously, it's just purely just to build muscle and and get on with it. But it seems family enough, because a lot of these bigger gyms you go to, they're literally just a case of there's no family feeling there, so you feel on your own a bit.
Yeah.
You got all sorts of faces here and there. But at Area 51, it's warm. Everyone's friendly, and literally everyone says hi and bye type of thing. As little as it is, it's nice to have. And it's good there. I mean, so it's done me well for. I think I've been there for about a year now. Because as soon as they started, they didn't have some showers, and I didn't move till they had those.
You needed the shower.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a stickler point for you.
Literally, when you're sweaty and you just want to crack on, get home, you want to get a shower before you finish up. But yeah, it's good.
I imagine being a bodybuilder, because you're training at your own at night, then you're going on stage on your own. It's a pretty lonely sport, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So it must be good to have a gym where you feel a bit more.
Yeah.
They've got people to talk to or whatever, because it's a pretty lonely. It must be a lonely pursuit, like getting up, eating.
Yeah, you couldn't have nailed it on the head anymore, to be quite honest. When you're getting up at 5:30 in the morning and literally nailing an hour's worth of cardio, then prepping your food for the day, and then again hitting 2 hours at the night in the evening. That's all you think about. Your mind's on you, reaching that goal. It's not like other sports where you can literally go to a tennis match. I'm not saying people do this, but and wing it, because they're a bit more.
Sorry, I move that just slightly.
Yeah. So to a certain degree, someone that's better at that sport.
They might be able to. Yeah,
they might be able to beat the opposition, even if they've trained.
I think that's what bodybuilding is, though, isn't it? It's like a constant grind. We've had a guy called Peter here who's also dabbles. Well, he's done competitions and whatnot, and he's like dead into nutrition. And he, I think he expresses the same. Like, I used to train at Peak Physique.
Oh yeah.
I have like good friends with Sean, and like if you see them and when they're in prep and when they're the whole way through it, because even when they're bulking, if you're gonna devote yourself to it, or devout, however you say it, you need to be like on it constantly.
Yeah.
And I think that's people don't realise, like the general public and like your average Joe down the pub, you'd just be like, oh yeah, steroids, I ain't got enough time for that. But it's like how much time people have to put in to get real results, like out of any sport. I guess you got tennis players out there, like you were saying, that can just wing it and are naturally gifted. Like you got people that are naturally gifted with their like genetics.
Yeah,
but you've also got that one person that we say this when like grappling or wrestling or whatever. You got that one person that when you're training, and then you go home and you don't get up and you don't go for a run and then you might miss a class. You've got that one person that's making that extra class, that's getting up and running in the mornings, doing like that extra, strength and conditioning. And they're there waiting in the shadows to get you. Do you know what I mean? It's like you need to be motivated. You have to let that sort of stuff motivate you. And I don't know how that translates into bodybuilding, but I feel like you're constantly grinding against yourself until like you may do a competition or something, or you might set back and you see like not as much like a transformation like Tuesday photo, but like you see like, oh, look how far I've come. Yeah, that's because I've been grinding. But you're not going to see that unless you put in that effort.
No, sure. I mean, I've been training for like 8 years now, so it's basically just continuously, working hard on it. And to be fair, when I first started, all it was just because I wanted to, be bigger, look, more muscular type of thing. Yeah,
I think we all go through it as kids. I think. Fuck me, I think I did a year at Total Fitness, or a year and a half at Total Fitness before I went to Peak when it was on Nantwich Road.
Yeah.
And I just did chest and shoulders and some bicep curls, and that was about it.
I just used to bench.
Yeah.
Used to bench and do bicep curls, and then like
generally fuck about, go in the hydro pool.
Occasionally do a lat pull down, and then jump in the hydro pool. And be like, that's a good workout. Like that John Smith's advert.
When you walk just past the gym and straight to the sauna, or
used to run.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Peak Physique's, it's great. There's a good little grinding gym.
No, I do like. I just don't. I've made a conscious decision, and I think I'm going to go back on it. I've been talking to my brother about it, but I made a conscious decision to just wrestle as much as possible. So like, just go and grapple like all the time instead of lifting. But now I'm feeling like I'm not as strong as I used to be, and blah, and I feel like I wouldn't be able to do as many pull-ups, or I wouldn't be able to squat as much or deadlift as much, which it gets you down, doesn't it? You got to sort of like, I guess it's when you've got all these things you want to learn, and you want to be aesthetically, you want to have like a bit of a six-pack. You don't want to be that like fat guy in the summer, and but you also want to be good at other things like grappling. Like that's something you have to really like go and put you can only get better at grappling and from drilling. Like you might get stronger, but you're not going to get better at it. Do you know what I mean?
Course,
so it's like sort of sharing it. Whereas if you had one set, I guess bodybuilding's got the same thing, because you can go lift, but you've got to also focus on eating. You got to focus on your cardio as well, because you can't like just go all out lift and eat, because you're going to get, you'll put on a bit of extra fat, and then when it comes to prepping for a comp, I guess you've got to get rid of that. So
for sure, it makes it 10 times harder. I mean, for someone like yourself, obviously you've got to keep a certain amount of weightlifting in there, because if you look at well-rounded like fighters, they do a lot of that. That's one thing that I'm branching out doing at the moment is, not necessarily people like yourself, but for people that have got certain goals, I know it's like to have to grind and get there. So and I study sports science in college, so that's what I'm currently doing at the moment on the side, is doing obviously programs, strength programs, and basically diet programs as well, just for people with specific goals type of thing.
It sounds daft. Sometimes I'll be with people that we grapple with, or people I know that train, and sometimes I can't fathom them, like certain people going to, and I understand why, like you haven't got enough time in the day, but I feel like you could educate yourself on how to lift instead of just going in but I'm a hypocrite as well, because when I was a kid, I just fucking the biggest next craze, like what were they called, 21s, where you do, and they are legit, but like bicep curls, and you do like 7 up, 7 top, and then 7 all. When that was I was like, yes,
I'm doing 21s.
Drop set.
Anything you hear once like that, you hear someone that looks big do it, or you see them do it, and you're like, we're going to go do that. Just do it with less weight, like no form, but like, that's what I'm going to go do.
To be honest, we're all a bit guilty of that, even myself type of thing, but you soon learn your body and see which, because some of these things actually work. 21s are great just to build a little bit of endurance in the bicep, as well as obviously build it in certain areas, but there's only so much you can do obviously with the bicep. So 21s sometimes it's not the one to go down. You're not the
I'm just
I know what you're saying though.
I feel there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I feel like if someone isn't educated and they haven't got the time to go and sit and watch maybe like, I don't know, hours of YouTube videos, because first you got to realize what your goal is, because there's no point someone going to the gym and doing like, say, like a bodybuilder's type of I'm sure you'll get stronger, but if you want like solely strength, or you want to just you don't want to be battered throughout the week, you don't want someone that's like, because it's tough, do you know what I mean? Like you haven't only got to go lift, but then you've got to like survive the next day whilst having DOMs, and the day after leg day and stuff like that, like the horrendous like feeling, and then still get on with your life. There's a lot to sacrifice, and I don't think like average Joe down the pub is going to want to not be able to walk or not be able to climb stairs just because he's
just because he wants to do some squats.
So you tailor everything, but I feel like you see some people and they go PTs and stuff, and I just think some of the stuff you're doing is just common sense, but I guess maybe you're looking at it from someone that you've been around fitness in a way for like, I don't know how many years, so you sort of get a representation of what's good for what people. And it's also good to sit there and go, you need to go on a diet, you need to stop eating that, and you need to do this, when you need to turn that sort of on yourself and be like, where are my holes and where are my issues?
Exactly.
I think we all know our own issues as well.
Even down to myself, everyone's got weaknesses and things that they struggle with. Some people, it's like alcohol. They say, I'm eating great, and I'll say, okay, great, what are you eating? And then they'll tell me, I say, oh, flipping out, okay, and you're doing cardio, yep, you're doing your weights as well, okay, and then I'm thinking, where's it going wrong? And they're still going out over Friday night.
Yeah, you
so
see them Instagram, the Snapchat,
yeah.
and they're like,
yeah, they're doing that. So
bladdered in what's that takeaway next to Subway in Nantwich?
Oh, pizza parlour.
Yeah, bladdered in pizza parlour.
yeah, that sneaky pizza late at night. They're not counting that.
You don't think
if you don't
though,
remember eating
2,000 calories in.
if you don't remember eating it, then it doesn't count.
Well, no,
you don't think though, do you, how much is in alcohol a lot of the time?
no.
I think it's more for me. Alcohol's like the next day's write off, or if
The next day I have to eat bacon.
and especially
If I don't eat bacon, it doesn't matter what happens.
It's like the
I can't-
hangover.
I can't have an hangover and not eat a bacon butty. So if I was on like a gluten-free diet, I'm fucked. Do you know what I mean?
You eat bacon and egg,
No, but I need
scrambled
that-
egg,
I need that bread.
scrambled
You
egg.
need that bread, like lightly toasted with
Yeah.
bacon and ketchup. It's just got to be done when you go over.
it is mad sometimes how your body's just it's set on whether it's like salt or like not something greasy, but something that represents. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that. It's like there's nothing you can do.
I
Yeah,
think
literally, you just got to have it type of thing.
Or you gotta have something that substitutes it, but to know what will substitute that craving, because you're just there like especially at night time. A lot of people say this because I think you must get it more than me, because
Yeah.
I'm not into fitness that much. But people at work or generally around your life will just be like, I just can't get like this is going wrong with my diet or this, and I'm just like, fucking hell, become a life coach now. Well, and then and one was the other day like at night time I have to have something sweet after I eat my tea, and I that everyone, the majority of people have that, because maybe if you live your life over Christmas especially, you're used to having a nice meal and then that's just a bit of cake or a mince pie or something sweet. Do you know what I mean?
10 roses out the
Yeah.
top.
or that selection box that's left over. you know.
Yeah.
Well, that Christmas crate your nan's made or something. But yeah, I know totally what you're saying. I mean, even to myself, you're on a diet or something, and literally pizza's probably my one. I mean, like just lately anyway, I'll just feel like a pizza, and I'll just have one because I know I'll just have it over and done with. Then the next 5 days, I'm pretty much clean type of thing. So, you've got to have a balance in your life, and I think with your diet especially, especially when you're not in competition or it's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect anybody else really.
Do you think that's why people hate diets, because they think it's rigid, where it's more of like, I just like that term that a lot of people say, it's not like that term diet. It's just like it's not a diet. And I hate that people are going, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. But in a way it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a cliche type of thing. Diet, we're all on a diet. It doesn't matter what you eat. If it's a bacon butty every single meal, it's
Part of your diet. Yeah.
It is your diet, yeah. So, I mean, the case is, if you're putting on fat or you're putting on weight, do more and eat less. You could literally eat,
2 Big Macs.
Every day. the amount of basically calories you need in literally bacon butties, and you could lose weight, but it wouldn't be much of that. So
no,
you've got to think smart. Do I have that porridge or do I have that full English type of thing? It's just because that'll be all you'll be eating that day. So, but yeah, I mean that's one of the things. You just got to have a balance, really.
So with your Instagram, you're trying to push. I don't know. Do you try and come across as inspiring, or do you feel like it's just a byproduct of just putting yourself on there, as you would say, like grinding, or is it?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think it's a byproduct because I have other people that inspire me. So I just like the fact that A, I'm gonna hopefully help somebody else, and B, just give them something like from. I know it probably sounds big-headed, but for somebody looking from the outside, I would be inspiration for them, a goal, and then to me, the likes of
someone high.
so like Dorian Yates, for instance, he'd be mine, but obviously that's taken it to extremes. I'm in the classic bodybuilding scene, so for me, they've only had it I think twice in Olympia, so for me, there's not much to you know, they're still young lads type of thing in that. So for me, I'm still looking at the 60, 70 bodybuilders.
Yeah.
And they're the type of, you know, physique look that I'm aiming at. You know, for me, obviously, again, it's a bit of a old school, thing. But a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, blah blah blah." But there's other people, you know, Frank Zane's one that I just think, wow, you know, if I could look like that type of thing. So you know, just keeping pushing, and you know, I try and put on as much as I can. But sometimes with work and training, you don't have time to, you know, go on Instagram as much as much of other guys. And you think, well, you know, to be fair, I work, I think 10 hours a day or something stupid because it's obviously in sales, and then I go and hit the gym. You know, I do try my best, but it's slow at the moment. So I'm going to try my best again to work harder on that. But
I feel like social media grind is something that's, even for like a normal person, it's very sort of, I don't know.
It does our head in, and that's our whole business.
Yeah,
our business.
The whole of this, it revolves around people going on social media, and either watching us or sharing our stuff or listening to us on iTunes. And we still sit there some days, and most of the time don't post anything unless we've got something really funny to post. Or we'll go for a week where we hammer it, and then 3 weeks where we don't. And we always keep this consistent, though. We'll try to, like, record it. But
of course, you know, I think your show's really, really good. Actually, there's a lot of diversity. You know, people coming in.
Yeah, we try and keep. We've had some weird ones. I always go back to the Buddhist monk because we had no business interviewing that.
Seriously, I didn't even.
Oh, that's like episode 5, I think, or something.
And it's a shame because our I'm about to change our internet hosts for the podcast, but the one that we have at the moment, we can only share 100 episodes. So now we're over 100. Our initial episodes are getting deleted as we go.
So we've lost them?
No, they're not lost, but they're not on iTunes. So we have to, like, we're going to have to, this is a big task to move us to a different host. But
Jesus
we'll
Christ.
get it done.
It's just too much. I don't do any of it, it's too much.
That just turns up on the day.
Oh. Whoa. Just feel what your arms are resting on me. Because I was involved in this.
He's built the shed we're in.
Yeah, there's a fucking sign on the wall that I built. This desk.
Yeah,
Look at your fucking coasters. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Well, like you said, that's so. I don't know. Do you feel like Instagram demands that though? Because like there are people on there that are just regiment, like every day they've got something new to talk about. Like, are you one of the people that write like the massive paragraphs under them as well, like explaining all? I don't know. I can't get down with reading some of them, but some of them are like I guess someone that is looking at your thingy and thinking, oh, I wonder what his split is, or I wonder what he's doing here. Like they just see one set, but they might be thinking like how like what percentages is he working at and all that shit. So
and you think, oh, is that all he did in the gym or something like that, you know? But I haven't actually looked at doing that much.
No.
So I just try and put on what I feel's, you know, relative at that moment in time. You know, with
just PBs.
Yeah,
it's pure.
Well, not really, to be honest.
PBs and curls.
To be honest, it's more like stuff I find that I really enjoy as an exercise. Like I was doing some Mike O'Hare, basically from chest press, but it's wide and literally it's reverse grip. You don't see anybody doing it in the gym, and I just, you know, I'll give that a shot, and great feeling in the muscle. So, you know, and I feel good. So I'm doing it every week now. But I took a video of that one, and also I can manage to hold my phone and do 26 on the preacher, so you know, just showing off a tiny bit. but I'm going to get that 30 up soon. So
Jesus, I can remember just lifting. I guess it used to be fun. I don't know. I want to go back in the gym, but then I also feel like it just fatigues you so bad. Like, I couldn't lift and then roll afterwards. I'd just be dead. Yeah,
I think you'd have to in your situation is schedule it. So say you got a
I thought you meant like around the week. I was thinking I'd just do like a heavy lift day, then maybe have 2 days rest, and then roll the rest of the week, and then up to the heavy lift day, and then just do some, just like a 2 splits, like one week do, I don't know, some sort of chest, but I wouldn't do like bench press. I might do incline bench press and squat, and then the other week do like overhead press and deadlift or something like that, and then just do like literally lift once a week. But
because how many times are you grappling type of thing?
most nights, really.
So every night type.
Except for when we podcast or something.
Cool. So you're grinding. Doing that
it's a different sort of grind, but it's.
I would suggest probably breaking up a little bit better, so you're not just doing 2 days of weight training. So you do like a Monday and a Friday.
Yeah.
And then if you've got a fight in the weekend, say leave the Friday session. So you and then do upper body and lower body. That's literally what I would suggest there. But obviously you're doing abs, you're doing endurance in your grappling. So
it works everything.
I wouldn't touch the things that obviously are going to pull anything whilst you're grappling, because I know a lad that a chap that works at our work that his lad, I think is Andrew Spencer or someone. He does a bit of that, but I don't know what it's called, but he does it off his knees.
I don't know.
It's a certain type of
fighting midgets. I don't know. What is it?
No,
so you're the same size.
Yeah. No, he's on his knees and starts off in that position, and then it's basically who can take a choke on each other.
All right, maybe that is like
He's
BJJ,
probably just
but
doing BJJ in a smaller room, because I've done it before where the mats are packed.
Yeah, so you have
people
to start from the
knees,
ground.
so no one gets thrown on top of each
you
other.
have like a small space and you have so many people standing. I've seen I've been in the gym when someone's leg's been broken because someone else fell on them. So like say I'm grappling back and someone behind me falls on my leg to the side, and then it wasn't a nice sound, I'll tell you that.
And he didn't even break it, like obviously performing anything, so it was kind
of... because he didn't even see it coming, so his leg wasn't braced, do you know what I mean? And it's come at the side of his knee. It was fucking grim.
That's why a lot of people start on the knees.
If it's crowded mat, you start.
Well, maybe that was it. But he wants to put on a bit of size because he's up against bigger guys that are naturally bigger, so it's hard to, he's going to have to work on that. But he said it was hard work, so.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. No, fair play to you though.
No, but like it's everyone's like anyone that wants to like the different sports. That's why I think I think when you get so good at something, I'm not even good at grappling. Like there's people that'll hand me my ass. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like when you start venturing into one sport, you can sort of look across and you can see like, maybe that guy that plays football, I don't know how he got to that point. Yeah. But I sort of understand that there
was a journey there.
Yeah, and there's not a ceiling. It's just I understand how much effort you got to put in. They say that 1,000 hours thing, don't they? Like you got to do something for 1,000 hours or something before you can be.
I find weird about that?
What?
Football, like when you mention football, to be a pro footballer, really you want to be amazing at sort of 16.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when you get your first pro deal or your first like your apprenticeship deal.
Yeah, I know someone that took on at around that age and then got let go.
But that's when you want to be ready, which is weird because all the other sports, like you look at boxing or bodybuilding or any of them, or strongman, they don't hit their primes till like 26, 27. They've like filled out. Like as a man. Or a woman. You know what I mean? And then hit the prime. Whereas in football, they want you to be playing at a good level by the time you're 20, 21 tops, or you're getting called. Oh, he's past it now. He won't make it as a pro.
I think people get put off as well, don't
Jesse
they?
Lingard old because he's 24 and he's only just started playing well. Do you know what I mean? And
I think they write him off even before they get started. Sometimes, I don't know a lot about football, but I know that is the case. I don't feel like obviously they're giving enough to the British.
It's weird.
Is that something to do with though that it is so much in the spotlight? Do you know what I mean? Like, and you could go to any real person and be like, oh yeah, he's just got a contract with say Crualix or just, and you sort of know in your head what level he's at and where. Do you know what I mean? But if you said, oh, he started, I don't know, bodybuilding at a classic show and he's at a certain weight category, people would be like, yeah, I'm lost. Like I don't know what that is. Or he started doing judo and he's of
a brown belt. Or
or stuff like that. You'd be
unless you mention black belt, they're like not interested. Are they?
Yeah. Plus as well, there's different sorts of black belts. We were on about this the other day as well. Like in different things. So
like you could get a black belt in karate in like 3 years. Whereas
Yeah.
if you want one in jiu-jitsu, like Brazilian jiu-jitsu,
You're talking like 8,
10,
9, 10 years.
10
yeah.
to
And that's if
12,
you grind.
and that's
like,
if you're
yeah,
going
really go for
3-4
it.
times a day. Week.
But to me, I mean, obviously, maybe it should take that long for
I think it
Yeah.
should take as long as it takes. It's
Yeah.
not. I feel like you, and that's the same with like football and stuff. Going back to it though, what I was saying is I don't know whether people get put off. If you get to like 16, 17, 18 years old, and
Yeah.
you're not good enough, and then you sort of just like, oh well, I'm just gonna go do this normal job then, because it does take.
Do you know what I think it might be as well? Is the level of competition in football is so high
Yeah,
for places.
yeah,
Because what is there, 20 teams in the top league, so
Yeah.
there's only 220 first team players.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So the level of competition across a country is 70 million for 220 spots, and half of them are taken by
more
lads
than half.
from, more
yeah,
than
yeah.
half of lads from other countries.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So reality is there's probably about 100 spots as a pro footballer in the country
Yeah.
at the highest level.
Mhm.
And then you've got the lower leagues, obviously. So if you're not brilliant by 18, the clubs look at you and go, well, we're not going to do anything with you. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's weird, though, compared to other sports.
You always-
I've always just thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's they should be given the opportunity, I think it's like they do open tournaments sometimes, don't they? For I know, and
Oh, talent sort of.
yeah,
thing.
yeah, sometimes.
And then you see a standout person come out that I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Vardy
that's-
come from the
Yeah, there you go.
Jamie Vardy come from the lower leagues. He was playing in the conference,
Yeah.
and then he won the Premier League like 4 years later.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There's guys out there and there's skills out there
Yeah.
as well.
I don't know if the guide is written on that though. Like, how'd you go from being like a low league footballer to, you know what I mean, that transformation? I feel like it's stars align, and it's a lot of mental in it. Football, you wouldn't think it, but you
I think all
hear a lot of
sports are
them.
more mental than we ever give them
Yeah.
credit for.
The mental side, I reckon that's going to come out soon. Like, it's
Yeah.
coming out in combat sport now.
Yeah.
The mental side is getting recognised massively in combat sport, and I feel like it's gonna get pushed out in all sports, I'd assume.
Yeah, I mean they have people that like personal, not
Like,
personal
Like life coach.
type shit, yeah.
But obviously people go on about how much they get paid, but then they also watch the match and obviously pay to go and watch
Yeah.
them. So it's I think it's wrong when they say, oh, they shouldn't be paid that much. I think it's a load of bullshit type of thing. They get paid how much they get paid because
Is what they're worth. Yeah.
and they get.
There's always that
watched so
thing in
much.
there.
Oh, how many nurses could his wages pay for? That does
Yeah.
my head in.
But
Yeah.
can they score
Yeah, like-
an overhead kick and Stoke on a wet Sunday or something?
But I mean,
Even for like your sport, if the thing is, if there was more eyes on the sport,
yeah,
you'd be paid more, wouldn't you? You know,
Yeah.
as a professional
Yeah.
bodybuilder. So the top of the sport, like Phil Heath,
yeah,
wins at Olympia every year, doesn't he?
yeah.
He's probably making millions a year.
Yeah, I think it's something like 500,000 for the win, and then obviously sponsorship.
sponsored
God knows
as well.
how much
He's
response.
probably.
Yeah.
I'd guess. I mean, putting Phil Heath's net worth, I'm gonna guess he's worth about $5-6 million.
Yeah, probably.
He's
to be
not-
fair.
he's not-
He's
he's
a
not-
smart guy.
He's
But
not
yeah.
short of change, is he?
For you like amateur athletes like myself, literally is a struggle.
Yeah.
You got to fund it all yourself.
Yeah, but you got to be. I feel like you need to be in it for the love of it, though. Do you know what I mean? And not thinking about.
Yeah. Do you know what? It would. How much does it come out?
Well, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger's is the top. That's ridiculous.
Wow, that's
He's not
quite
in there the
impressive.
top ones, is he? Oh, I can't see him. No.
Dexter Jackson, he's pretty.
Who would be in the top 20? He's
He
got to
must
be if
be.
he showed up on that Google.
His face was there.
Oh, we're gonna have to go through them all. This is one of them like sites, that.
Kai Green fucked a Kiwi once for gay porn.
What?
He did what?
Fucked a Kiwi.
Oh, yeah.
Or a,
Well, like a
Apparently
literal.
so. Yeah.
like a
fruit.
proper Kiwi.
Hey, that's Maiko here. If you go back.
Oh, there you go. Oh no.
Oh, how much is he? 5 million.
That was a
5
good
million.
guess, that
Yeah.
one, wasn't it?
Who are you going back? What?
Go back to Maiko here. So 2.5. He'll be making more this year. I mean, a lot of it's on social media, and that's like on.
Some of these
Yeah,
aren't
net
even...
worth is skewed as well in it because it's how much you
What
is it how much you have in the bank, how much assets
Oh,
you
yeah.
have, and how much you declare. So, got like 50 Cent the other day. Didn't it come out that his last album that he sold?
Oh, he was well clever. Did
He,
you hear about
he
that?
took
No.
700 purchases, 700 album sales through Bitcoin or something when it was worth $600.
Yeah.
and now obviously it's worth. I
So
don't
he
know,
was
like,
charging, say, half a Bitcoin for his.
no, that's not $300.
No, all right. He was charging like
Point something of a
Point of-
Bitcoin,
yeah.
whatever, like $5. Well, how much is an album?
$10.
$10, $15.
But anyway, and all the Bitcoins he took
Yeah.
are now worth fucking 15 grand a go.
yeah, well, not, but yeah, they
Well,
were at some
They
point.
weren't
Yeah,
recently.
they're
Yeah.
10.5 now, I think. Cause,
Are you into Bitcoin?
I watch it.
There we go.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
lucky. I can't talk to
I
him
watch
about the
it.
stuff.
I want to get into it. I mean,
There's your man.
I've got 50 quid on Bitcoin.
He's got an
Yeah.
app. He's got an app that tells him when it's all going on his
What are you
iWatch.
on about? I'm not even that deep into it, but some people are. It's 11,000, 1120.
I'm not that
There
deep
you go.
into it, but he's
Oh,
pressed
shit.
one button and it's come
Yeah,
up.
literally, it's at his fingertips. This guy. I mean, yeah.
Fingers
I-
on the pill.
I-
He'll be buying some now. It's gone up.
I got submerged into it because I bought like a set amount
Yeah.
in July, and then all of a sudden it started just blowing up like crazy.
So now
Yeah.
I wish, and obviously, like everyone has that one regret where I wish I would have bought it earlier, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But I mean, I was really quite interested in the whole like landscape of it.
Yeah.
I don't want to make this a Bitcoin podcast.
No, let's not.
Because he's interested as well.
Yeah.
It's becoming very skewed now, whereas Bitcoin isn't what we thought it would be. It's becoming slow. It costs like $35 to send $35. It costs a set amount of $35 to transfer any amount of money.
Yeah.
All of a sort of crazy shit, which you're just like, is Bitcoin going to be that one breakout? Because I know they're saying it's going to be a store of wealth,
Yeah.
and if it's a store of wealth like gold, then it makes sense for it to cost a lot to shift it, and it makes sense for its value to stay really high. But
Yeah.
then, what makes it maintain that spot? Whereas you have like another coin that I could pass to you for nothing, and you know, what I mean, I could own a good amount in it. It's all
but
money, so
obviously the difference is obviously when you send large sums of money across, you know, you get obviously charged by your bank and taxes and all those other things.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think from a business point of view, Bitcoin's good. But I still think it's in the development stage. I've literally got 50 quid's worth. That's like one packet. I don't know. You know, I've got a friend that she's got a fair few. She's literally having her mortgage paid.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So she's basically, I won't say her name on here, but because she probably won't want a name on here, but
Yeah.
basically,
You have people pull up. I've heard you're a Bitcoin rich.
yeah.
I've been looking at this new car. Can you sort me out?
Yeah. So yeah, I heard
I need
your
a
mortgage is
I need a guarantor on this.
So yeah, so her mortgage is paid off, and she
Gee.
started off putting. I think she put £1,500 in, and then she gets paid back. Obviously, 1% of that, plus every person she gets to buy Bitcoin, she gets paid on.
Oh, so she's on some sort of, like, I call them, I don't know. What would you call them in real life?
I forget, but she's even
Like
though
a pyramid scheme.
No, yeah,
a little bit, yeah, totally like that,
Yeah.
in a sense. But she's
So the money's
It's like Wolf
cool,
of Wall Street.
and then the people that come in now are going to support the people that are already in, and the people that come in later will support them, and it's all funding some fucking warehouse in Sweden or
probably
Scandinavia where
Yeah.
they've got 1,000 computers mining Bitcoin.
But yeah, I mean the biggest thing is like, as I say, I think it's in its development stage, and I
Yeah.
think there will come a point where it will be more used.
I think a lot of people need to realize as well that Bitcoin might not be the one. It might be different cryptocurrencies. I think it's
Bitcoin
just,
might just be the one that starts the
the
trend.
ball rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see shifts. I mean, we've seen them recently in the news with like other coins coming, getting spotlight, and then all of a sudden dying because some of the things they said they were going to deliver just haven't been delivered.
Yeah, I mean there's one called starts with a T. I forget. In fact, it'll be on my phone. Here we go.
Tron, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Tron.
yeah, something like that.
TRX. Or
Yeah,
something like
that.
They're the one with that Chinese guy that was like, yeah, we're partnering with everyone and we're really blowing up, and it just went up like a couple of, I think it was like 300%, and then just died.
Yeah, it went back
So
down.
he just sold out as soon as.
No, I don't think he did. I think he was just hyping. He was really good at hyping it, especially in Asia, and then all of a sudden South Korea were
because
like,
they've done it on Facebook, so they just put it in the local newspaper and be like, boom, this is the next big thing. And then the next day they sell it out because they made, obviously from
It's
the
a
day
fucking
before.
scary, like,
Isn't
yeah,
it
to
just
be in on
dead
it.
easy to be like if you've got a little bit of a following to pump and dump a crypto?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's dead,
Like, it must
especially if you've got some respect.
He's talking about some.
It must be.
No,
well
you've got
easy.
some respect. It's like, but this guy Tron, he ran it, and he just used to. They had like a really good roadmap. They had, and there's not a lot to go on these things. Like, I don't know if you've got a company and you're hidden somewhere, and like you've got a couple of people that your names are to it, and they mean something in the landscape, and they've done things before in software or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you say, like, we're going to partner with a major bank in July. We'll be in like this many countries by what you call it, and the price is $2, like 2 cents now, but in like 6 months' time it's going to be 22 cents, or it's going to be 30 cents, or it's going to be $1.
Yeah.
And you package all that up and deliver it in like a nice shiny website, and you got a really thought out process, and you got people talking about it. Then there's no reason that it can't ride. But then all of a sudden, when it doesn't like deliver, or when there's someone comes out and goes, nah, they're not actually doing this, or someone leaves the company and throws shade, it just dies.
Yeah,
Like,
and then
Just buy
it's
it. You just cash out.
oh, it's not that easy.
What
man.
about if you were like Richard Branson?
Yeah, Richard Branson could come out tomorrow.
Just
he could buy
all
a
the
fuckload
Litecoin.
of Tron or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he could come out the day after and go,
This
yeah,
is the
no,
one.
I think this is the future, guys. I really think that I respect everything they're doing, and I feel like they're going to go real big. And then you'll just see it go,
And then he just buys.
and then he just
cashes
jumps ship, and all of a sudden it's like left in this limbo.
Yeah, but it takes 24 hours, doesn't it, to swap as well? Because, like, say I bought this phone for a Bitcoin, say that
It's an
Bitcoin.
expensive phone.
It depends what
Yeah,
coin.
it's 11,500 pounds. So yeah,
It
Don't be
depends.
tapping on it like that. You're fucking hell.
It depends what sort of coin. Like Bitcoin's got quite slow transactions. And
Yeah.
it just take about 24 hours.
and
But
because
then-
it's like you can actually source the origin, can't you, from when you bought it?
oh yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah.
all that.
That's why it's all written down. That's like the technology of it, and I feel like the news does a very good job of this guy made loads of money off Bitcoin, or this woman's paying a mortgage from Bitcoin, but they don't do enough of work of Bitcoin is this, and it represents this, and this is why it's going to change the world. And I think if there was more news about
Because
it,
the news don't want that, do they?
no, they want like flashy news stories and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
like
so.
they showed a guy that does Supercars of London. He's big on Instagram and
Yeah, yeah.
YouTube. Literally, he did not. They said he's bought his new Lamborghini on Bitcoin. He literally did not buy it on Bitcoin. he bought it through making money off YouTube, and
Then all of a
stuff
sudden,
like
yeah, he
He's
just,
just had a couple of Bitcoin.
has anyone bought Bitcoin since we've been on air?
I hope not, because I've got like
Imagine we're
I wanna-
responsible for
I
the
want to
little
sell my
spike.
£50 worth already. Honestly,
I don't know if you're in that scheme. Do you actually own it? Like, do you physically have it yourself on like an
it's-
app or something?
yeah.
or-
Basically, it's UCI. Is it? There's two. You can have either a wallet or a UCI account. I think it is.
All right. Is that like account that so that they keep it as a pool, but you own so much of that?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
See, I have it
but
on
we'll
like
get
a-
off Bitcoin.
I have on like a little
I
memory.
can see Tom's getting.
I'm not, but no, I go for it. It all confuses me.
Every so often he'll
Mate,
come
it
round.
confuses me.
Every so often he'll come round and be like, "We need to buy loads of this." I was
Yeah.
just like I was talking for 5 minutes about some random coin, and he was like, "Yeah, we need to buy it." And I was like, "How
Whatever
do you
it
know?"
takes, we're gonna buy it.
Buy it all.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just be one of them guys that shouts buy and sell. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
buy, just on
Oh
the
yeah.
phone. I always wanted to do that, but not actually know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shout
Like Wolf
it a
of
lot.
Wall Street
Yeah.
type of.
Everyone loves the raciness of that.
Honestly, it's the greatest film ever. I love it.
Oh yeah, that film is.
Yeah.
The film's so good until he gets caught.
Yeah, that's a bit good, but
No one wanted that.
it's cool.
I wanted him to just keep balling out of control.
Like throwing
Throwing
out the
money,
hundreds
yeah.
on the.
Fun
No.
tokens.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you read his book, or that Jordan Belfort?
No,
or
did
is
you
it-
tell me how to get that rich?
No,
No, I don't want to read his book then.
I like how he's still relevant now, though. Do you know what I mean? He's
Because
the
of
Wolf of Wall
Leo.
Street guy,
Yeah.
and he's like getting interviewed on TV, like talking about like certain financial things and whatever. And you're like, this guy just, did loads of coke and fucked strippers and set up this penny stocks thing and mugged loads of people off, and now he's on news as like a valid source of like, so what do you think, Jordan's going to happen to, the landscape of, I don't know, stocks in this market? And he's just like, well, I think...
Honestly, yeah.
He looks well boring, doesn't he, as well, compared to... When you see him, just pull him up.
No,
compared to Leonardo DiCaprio's version of him.
Yeah.
How do you spell his second name?
Oh,
is it like...
yeah, it's Belfort, like Vito.
Yeah, man, he still looks a cool guy, though, don't you reckon?
I know, but I mean, he looks... Do you know what he looks like? One of them guys that comes on stage and tries to...
Yeah, that's what he does
There's
now,
no
though,
way,
isn't
that
it?
is what he does, but you know what I mean? Tries to teach you how to get rich.
What's it off?
Yeah.
Pain and Gain? What's...
Yeah, Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
What's that guy called?
Mr. Chow.
Yeah.
The 3-stage rule.
I had a wife, I had kids,
Yeah.
and I fucked it all up. And now I've got 7 buddies. And he's got like 7 bitches on stage.
Yeah. And he says, what are you? And he goes, who, me? Yeah. Was that a question? No, honestly, that is my second greatest film.
Just because The Rock's in it.
The
Rock's the modern day Arnie, isn't he?
Yeah.
From this generation.
And Wahlberg, he's sick. I think the whole film, because it's about, obviously, training, it's about making money, obviously it's about, obviously, drugs and all that type of thing. Obviously, it's kind of just fun in that sense, but... It's relative to me, because literally that's all I do.
Class,
Pain and Gain.
I might watch that later.
It is unreal.
I've seen it like 20 times.
I was so giddy for when it was coming out. Like,
I remember that was when we used to train together, and we used to watch the video, and be like, it's out next week.
Yeah.
No,
I bought that Nike vest. I never filled it out quite right.
No,
that Nike vest.
Oh yeah.
The red one with the white Nike on.
Nice.
I was like, yeah, I need to rock that somewhere. I just looked a knob in it and then just realised I wasn't The Rock.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, Jordan Belfort, he's pretty sick. Yeah, honestly. No, he's massive over in Australia.
Is he?
He's still rocking around. He says he's living the normal lifestyle, but he's still rocking around in like Porsche and all that. And he literally is. He sells a lot of stuff like Straight Line,
Coke.
Yeah, Straight Line. Yeah, literally. Maybe
But it's
that's
cool.
Maybe that's how he discovered the Straight Line strategy for sales. He's like, yeah, I know the best way of getting
my name.
Yeah, that's it.
Nobody snorts coke in wavy lines. So straight.
Yeah, so I call it Straight Line.
I like the film and his rise to fame, but I don't know why he's a credible source of news now.
But obviously,
because he's got everybody else to turn to.
Forget the criminal activity. He was playing the stock market for years.
Yeah.
So he must know a thing or two about it.
But then we all chastised bankers for what they did in 2008, and he was just doing that.
But they weren't doing blow, or they weren't publicly doing blow.
I'm sure they were doing blow.
But not publicly enough.
No.
I think if the bankers come across as a bit more... See, the thing is, we don't know bankers.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Just there's no face.
One word,
Yeah, banker.
It just sounds like wanker as well, which doesn't help. It's only one letter away.
That's it.
Right? That doesn't not help. And then it's just like a faceless organisation that stores your money. And it annoys you when you hear, if everybody wanted to take their own money out of the bank, there'd be no money. And that just annoys you. Like
that annoys you? I think that's awesome.
What? If everyone took the money out of the bank,
because
it couldn't pay us all?
Yeah, because it's crazy how much we rely on,
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does it not annoy you?
The funny thing is, though, the majority, the way it is now, it's upside down. So the majority of the banks would have to take money from us because we're like in overdrafts, lending.
What country was it recently that owed a massive debt, so they just took it off their own bank and then just paid it with everyone else's money? I can't remember, and they didn't let any. Is it Venezuela?
Venezuela, yeah, but then that was a separate issue, though.
Yeah, but it's still funny how they can just do
they
that.
did that, but
like Northern Rock, they couldn't do that. How long ago was it when they collapsed and they were only letting people take £20 out at a time?
Oh yeah.
So Jeff down at Northern Rock ATM just taking 20s out like. Fucking on BBC News,
people fighting, weren't there, in the queues because the people were taking out too many 20s in front of them.
I know, but it's their own fault. Like the bank
It's
sounded
scary
dodgy
though, innit?
to start
It
with.
just sounds.
It's scary.
Why would you just bank with Northern Rock?
I know, yeah. Just
It
go
sounds
to
like it just sounds like a
just go to
castle of Game of
Halifax or
Thrones.
something, you
Yeah,
know.
but how does how does any of the others sound any better though?
Well, like Halifax or like
oh, they're dead reputable.
yeah, I
I
know.
don't know, but just like it's like
Black Horse or
The Black Hole. They're
it's
the
like
same.
it's like buying a fucking Daihatsu, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, it's still a car, but fuck me, you wouldn't buy one.
another one
Or
buys a
Dacia.
yeah.
Yeah. You look at it and go, no. Do you know what I mean? It might be $4,000.
They
but
used
no.
to sell some of them shit wagons though.
I used to sell. No, I sold some shit cars.
Yeah, they were the Part X's, you know.
Cars for me are just
no,
like.
I didn't sell any. That was the thing.
That's why you.
Yeah, I
quit.
think your one deal you gave to me. didn't you?
Give him a deal.
Yeah, to be fair, you're cool.
I was like, I'm leaving, you can have this. Yeah, just ring them back, they're coming to buy it tomorrow, put it under your name, don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think most of the time you're just walking around with a phone and a piece of paper. I'm
I
sure he
told
thought,
you.
because he's in a suit, he's like Wolf of Wall Street, like, these are penny stocks.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
I figured out quite quickly that if you didn't have a phone in your hand, they looked at you like you weren't up to something. But if you had a phone in your hand, nobody asked you a question.
No.
So I just walked around with a phone, and then as soon as it rang, I'd grab it, and then look at the number like I was waiting for a certain call, till somebody else answered it.
Yeah.
And then just carry on, oh, missed it. Missed that one. Do you know? And then I just used to walk around with a bit of paper, because that always helps.
A blank piece of paper,
Yeah, no,
wasn't
you
it?
just write a car on it. That was what I figured out as well.
Yeah.
Just
Like
write,
a car.
just write a number plate on it, and then
Oh,
if you
yeah.
go outside for a fag, you could be like, oh, I was just looking for this car.
Oh, fair play.
Someone had rang and asked and seen it on the website. Then you could just walk around for like 20 minutes having a fag outside,
I
or
swear
whatever
you're
you were
like
doing.
The top blagger.
That's another 30 seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And then if you had a clipboard, mate, if you've got a clipboard and you're pointing at something, you could talk to anyone for any amount of time. Managers won't come over if you've got a clipboard and you keep looking at it but carry on your conversation. So if we're talking now, but I just keep doing this and then looking at you, and then I point at it but keep talking normally, eventually managers will look at it and go, they don't know what they're doing, but I don't want to be involved in case I don't know. Because managers are all blagging it as well, so they'll just leave you alone.
It's blagging all the way up to
And
the
they'll
top.
just sit there and go, I hope they sort it out, and if it goes wrong, at least I wasn't involved. And managers just won't come over to you, so you can stand there for half an hour looking at a drawing of nothing.
I like how you were only there for like 3 weeks and you've developed all these tactics to waste time. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just 3 weeks of your life.
Oh, yeah.
That's how much I enjoyed it.
But to be fair, yeah, you gave it a, yeah.
gave
It's
it a
not
good
for
shot.
everyone.
No, the whole wearing this shirt thing was boring me after day 2. I don't like dressing up.
I don't like dressing.
I don't like all this, like, you've got... I don't mean business if I've not got a tie on. Like, I've never got my head around that, or like...
Yeah, I know. Like,
And other people are allowed to do what they want. Case in point, people knocking around in fucking pants and a polo shirt, and it was fine, but I was like, oh, you have to wear a jumper and a shirt underneath and all this shit.
I think that was...
Yeah, but that's like the arcade way of selling cars, isn't it? Where did you get many young people coming in and buying cars, or was it more?
I sold one to a young lad.
Yeah.
I feel like you've got the internet. I don't know why you'd go on like CarWow and you
Yeah,
know
just
you
get a
a
deal.
cheap one that's on a mass deal.
Yeah, to be fair,
No
but
one-
you still have to go to...
Yeah,
the,
but you get it like at a set price.
You just
and
say,
you can-
this is what I'm paying, and eventually they'll break.
The funny thing is, though, well, from a buyer's perspective, great. Obviously, from a sales perspective, there's nothing left to give. So, like, say there's $4,000 off a new car.
yeah.
They'll come in with this CarWow quote and still expect more. It's
Oh
like-
yeah, but you're
it's like-
gonna try, aren't you?
Yeah, but then it's like, yeah, all right, you've taken, you know, the profit out of the vehicle, say, you know, all the margin. So literally, we're just turning over stock.
Yeah.
You know, to reach a target. Say you got 15. Well, it's more like 100 and a quarter or something. You know, you've got to hit those numbers.
Yeah,
So
how much
if,
it's gonna
if
sell.
that customer wants to buy it for that, then fine. But yeah, it does take them out when they're like, oh yeah, I want more off. You know, where you
Or
getting
I want
extra-
this package, or blah.
Yeah, it's like, well, you're gonna have to pay for that, then, you know.
People always wanted
Yeah.
mats. A lot of people want to talk to me about mats.
Can I
Like,
get
that
on
was-
Amazon? Like,
I just don't get it. Like,
Oh yeah, I love this car if you put some mats in it. You know, okay.
Like that's the really stickler.
Yeah.
They do.
And I want fuel as well.
I had
you know?
someone like
Fuel
a full tank of fuel
I
and a
forgot where the
dog
petrol
cage.
station was.
What?
Full tank of fuel and a dog cage was one request I got of a car.
Right.
And I was just like, well, the dog cage... I looked at it and I was just like... And I went to tell our manager at the time and he was like, no, we're not doing that. And I thought to myself, a full tank of fuel's 40 quid and this dog cage is like 90 quid.
Yeah.
I was like...
That'll sell you the car.
And we're going to sell a fucking $5,000 car and you want me to go and argue with this kid again? That's what I couldn't get my head around.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go up to him and go, what are you willing to pay? And then when they told me, I wanted to just go back to my manager and say, he's not paying any more than that, can we sell it or not?
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
Yeah.
That's like on holiday. I don't like the whole barter
Yeah, I
situation.
don't want to argue with a Turkish
What-
man
what-
over a
what-
fake watch.
Yeah,
Like,
like that. Like my dad would take real good pleasure in sitting there for like 5 minutes and trying to get like a boo down with his fucking knockoff Ray-Bans to nothing, and then you know what I mean. And then he'll just go, "Nah, I don't want them." And then everybody will be like, "Yeah, I'll give him you whatever price," and he's just like, "Nah." He just likes to do it for fun, and for me, it's just not fun. I'm not about that.
No, I just want to just tell me how much it
and
is.
They'll
I'll tell
come
you
up
if I
to
want
you
it or
like,
not.
and they'll say, "I've always wanted to say this to customers, like, how much?" And they'll say the car, how much? You know, that's how they sell it, isn't it? You know, the watches and all of that.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, do you know what? I'll take this home and I'm going to use this." This is a tactic I've missed out.
I actually did that with one person.
Very
I was
nice.
Sell a car. I just said, look, how much are you going to pay? And I can sell it you right now.
Yeah.
And he was like, this much. So I just walked in there, said he'll pay this much, and that's it. And I still got sent back out with a little sheet to write little bits of shit paper of what you were supposed to go and tell him.
Yeah.
I used to go back out and go, look, he's given me this bit of paper. That's what he's saying. That's what you're saying. Is there anywhere in the middle or not? And he'd go, no. And I just got back in there and go, he's not having this.
It's like when you're buying a car. Like when I went to buy my camper van, we did the whole tour of the
Did you
camper
kick the
van,
wheels?
kicked the wheels, looked under the fucking sides, tried the door, you know, lay down on the bed and whatever, and was like, yeah, it's a nice camper van. And then he's like, you're asking this, and I even said to her, I went, well, we've got to do this sort of awkward dance now, so yeah, 3,200. And then you know what I mean, you go back and forth. I'm not into that. Some people really get a thrill out of it, don't they? Like fucking, was it Storage Wars type shit? They're like, money.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
But me, it's not for me.
that's quite a funny program, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like
It's
It's all
hilarious.
set up, isn't it? You'd never go into a storage locker and it'd have 3 brand new fucking jet skis in. And then
Covered over with a bit of tarp.
yeah, that's it.
It
Like
just,
sell it for $300 and then pull them off like he's one bigger than he's just there like money.
Yeah, he's like,
And everyone else is just kicking dust like
yeah,
and they're all fake falling out with each other over storage lockers. And what gets me about the whole thing is, right, let's say you've got a classic car worth 100 grand in
Yeah.
a storage locker. I don't find that unreasonable. But the storage locker, for one that big, is probably about 100 quid a month
Yeah.
to keep, right? So you'll keep an 100 grand car and 100 quid storage locker, but whatever. Anyway, you're doing that, and then suddenly you can't afford the repayments of the locker.
That's
Yeah.
the
But
bad.
you've still got the key.
mm-hmm.
So you just go to the locker
Yeah.
and unlock
Yeah, but
it.
you might not be allowed to out the precinct. Or
Yeah, and
whatever.
also they I'm sure they do like put different locks on, but
But you could go up to
Yeah.
it and just go, right, the car's worth 100 grand, I'll sell it and pay you off.
yeah.
And I'll
I
still
know,
have
I
more
know,
money.
yeah.
Why would you leave?
People might die though.
yeah, people might die or get shot, or
People die.
I know.
In America, they do get shot. They got guns.
People do die in America,
Yeah.
that is a point.
or they just go missing, you know.
It's like the Wild West out there still. In my opinion, that's what I see when I see America.
I love how
Just
like
people shooting each other all the time.
I like how on that program as well. Like, there's a guy that he knows the roundabouts price for everything, so he's just pointing at like objects. that-
yeah.
He's not saying, "Have you ever seen
$10,
yeah.
$10,
And he's like
$5,
counting them all up.
$6, like just picking things up.
And then if he gets really stuck, he goes, I know a man that knows about these.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
And then
know a guy for
the program goes off on a little segue where they just take like this one object to this person.
It's
and-
like, I've got a cup guy. How much? The
yeah.
cup guy goes, that's rare China. That's all.
or he goes, nah, this is Chinese crap, nothing. And he's like,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, it's got
what a
quite
way
good-
to earn
good
a
watch.
living.
It used to be great when I used to smoke weed watching that show. I got so deep into that. Like, I'd be there going, wonder if he's going to sell that or not. But it is the bit what you're on about where they just rack up numbers.
Yeah, and you,
It's like they're auctioning things in there like in their head going $5, $6, $12, just everything.
And then it comes up with a sheet, and it's like, I paid this much, and I'm going to earn this much. And you're like, you haven't even took it out the fucking thing yet.
Yeah. You might be stuck at home with that for the next 10 years.
You might have a bag full of clothes that you're selling for £1 a piece.
Yeah.
Forever.
I couldn't deal with that. Have your house look like, or you have like,
They have shops, don't they?
yeah, and it looked like that shop on, is it? It's near West Side Video.
Sports World.
No, West Side Video. There's that like tax
Looks like
shop.
a tax shop.
And in the summer, outside is just full of like old bicycles and just random crap.
Do you know West Street in Crewe?
Oh, yeah.
So you come down West Street, and there's
It's where
like that
Dunwoody Way
weird
comes to
traffic lights.
Yeah.
There's like a Y-shaped traffic light.
And then if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
turn
on the left down there, if you take the left turn, coming from your work down West Street,
Yeah.
take the left turn, there's like a tat shop, and he goes and does house clearances, but he's just
and
selling
it's just
Oh, you know
full
what?
of
I've seen
tat.
that place, yeah.
fold out deck chairs on the front with £1 on it and things.
Yeah.
And I just think, how are you keeping a shop running?
I know,
That
but to be
life.
fair, he's got like some nice motors out on the front, so you think, oh well, he's doing something right, you know.
And then you see him in his van, and he looks like fucking Wurzel Gummidge.
Yeah.
Driving around in some
Any
big
old iron?
I swear there must be an art to driving a van that slowly, you know, losing that little bit of diesel.
Oh man,
They
yeah.
drive past you like they're going to do a drive-by on you, don't they? And then
They
wait
do-
till
they
you're
eye
not-
you down.
Yeah.
If you come out, if you happen to come out your house at the exact moment any old iron guy is coming
They
past,
look you up and down.
it's like,
Like,
has he got some iron for?
they're like fucking Gollum, aren't they, with the
Yeah.
ring? You know
And
what I
if you
mean?
don't leave something out for them, you know, yeah.
My precious.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah. If you don't leave anything out for them, you know they're looking through your backyard.
it's like you have to pay him a toll.
They'll
Just
say,
like leave
literally,
a spoon out
just
for
keep
any
away.
old Iron Man.
Just keep away, please.
I think one time, what do they don't take? They don't take fridges, is it? Because there's something to do with you have to dispose of them.
That's
correctly.
it. Yeah.
And I think one time my dad got him out for the fridge. You know what I mean? He's come around the back garden. And he's like, "Don't take fridges." They're fucked up.
But you've offered him something, so you're safe.
Offended him.
You've
with a
appeased the
fridge.
iron gods.
Like, yeah. To be honest, I went. I went round. I knew some travellers.
I knew some travellers.
Yeah,
go
man.
on.
No, honestly, where I used to live, and basically, he wanted. I started this spraying like plastic dip. It's called,
Yeah.
and you can spray it on. I even did it on my own car, and everyone thought it was crazy. But yeah, you spray it on, and literally you can peel it off.
Yeah. It's just like a coating on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that, and this guy is like so obsessed with it. I forget his name, but I saw him. He's quite local, so I saw him passing. He just rolled down his window once, said, "Oh, nice car, blah blah blah." Yeah, I want my van doing just white again, but I don't want to spend a load of money getting it resprayed. So
Yeah.
I left it as that, and then I saw him at this petrol station. I thought this is getting a bit weird. So
He's like stalking you.
yeah. So he said, "Oh, have you got your number?" So yeah, I gave him my number, and I said, "Right, come round and price me this van up." So I did. I rocked up, and literally there's probably about 30 fridges outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Literally, it's a little bit rough, I'll say the least. But yeah, you know, I felt safe because I was doing him a favour, you know. if I wasn't,
No.
don't go down that lane. Yeah,
Did he
so-
talk about your drive afterwards, though?
No.
Oh, he's not a real pikey, then.
Have I ever
His dad did do that though. Yeah, it is-
Tarmac
yeah.
drives, yeah.
They had two vans. One was a
fridge van and
yeah,
tarmac
flat
van.
back, yeah, and the other one was a tarmacking one.
There's
I like that
way-
prospect, you know, when it was on Channel 4 and they just filled the back with tarmac and they were just like, we need to get rid of this tarmac today. So they just go around just trying to tarmac drives. Like,
Yeah.
what other business does that where they buy a load of product that's going to go off today
Yeah.
and then go around and try and flog it door to door?
Well,
It was
That's
kind of like The
awesome.
Apprentice, like
But no one gives them respect for that hustle, do you know what I mean?
The hustle's unbelievable.
Yeah.
They've
Who's
all got
getting,
nice
up
cars.
who's getting up at 8 in the morning, filling the back of a van with tarmac and going, we need to get rid of this now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
like yeah. Otherwise, it's going off in the van and it'll be stuck there.
Just driving
Otherwise, we're
around a
dumping
lump
it
of
on some
tarmac.
back road over a hedge.
Yeah,
into
someone's
some
lane
farmer's
is going to
field.
get laid.
Someone's lane getting relayed.
Yeah.
Not in a good way. Speed bump you didn't want.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I don't like these bastards down this lane. So fucking
Gigantic speed.
They'll do
bump.
anything as well. They can turn their hand to anything if you ask them.
Yeah.
Like,
well, yeah.
Did I ever tell a story that one from Newcastle on my brother's 21st that met us? We
No.
were in it was some flash put bar or whatever, and he was a traveller, travelling man, and he caught my ears because they were sort of one of them was sort of collie back then,
Yeah.
and he grabbed us and he was like, "You do a bit of fighting, do you?" And I was like,
What is he Scottish or is he?
"I can't
Yeah.
do the accent."
Do the accent. Go on.
He was like, "Nah,
Go
like,
on.
you fucked it now."
Do a bit of fighting.
Go on.
Should do a bit of fighting.
And you need to think snatch.
Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And he was like, I like you, but I want to fight you. And I was like, well, oh right, that's nice. He's like, no, because he felt like he could get like a bit of a fight out of us because I like grappled. And then he started like just rambling onto us with his arm round us, and he was like, oh, all my boys are like down at another pub, and I'll get him here in a minute, and we'll take the pub. And I was like, what?
We'll take the
I
pub
didn't
by
wanna,
force.
get against him, but he was like, yeah, we'll take the whole pub. And I was like, fucking
It's like the Peaky Blinders.
They do the same with the women, don't they? You know, it's like
yeah,
they just take them, don't they?
I like how everything's getting very social justice-y on like online, and who's that guy in America that just got done for being like weird to some woman? Oh.
I don't know. They're all getting in trouble. Phil fucking Neville's in trouble today because
for his sexist tweets.
no, not even that. He's right, Phil Neville, because you don't like football.
Yeah,
Just
no,
become the England manager for the women.
No shit, I know
And
that,
he
man.
said, "Oh right,"
I
and he
know
goes,
that much.
And he goes, "Oh, I've got a good bunch of girls here to work with."
Yeah.
And then people are going mad saying they're women, not girls. It's like, what?
Yeah, but you don't say, you know, I got a good bunch of boys, you know, or lads, you know.
Yeah, the boys are playing well
Yeah,
at the
the
moment.
men,
Yeah.
you know, for God's sake, get it right. They're both 21, you know. The men.
So ridiculous.
Well, one of them isn't, but we're not going there.
Be what he wants to be.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
Those,
I know, you know, you got to feel for him, haven't you? You know,
this,
looking
the
after.
whole
It's this PC world. I wouldn't want to be famous trying to navigate this PC world. But like, we're so PC now, but no one's going. Yeah, there's a bit of a problem with the way the Travellers get these women. Like, you know, they used to on Channel 4 when they were like
Because
literally very abrupt about it.
Oh God, yeah.
But then
it's
people
the
just
same reason people won't insult people's religions.
yeah, people justify it because like, oh, it's just that's the way they are, you know.
But
like,
you know, a certain amount, you know, if you take the mick out of your own race, it's cool. But if you don't, you're not. You know, I think, to be honest, obviously everyone knows everyone's equal at this moment in time. You know, it just
yeah,
is the way it should
that's
be.
when problems arise when
Yeah.
people don't think people are equal, innit?
Exactly. I think, you know, I don't care who you are. You know, I'll treat you the same,
Yeah,
no matter what. So, yeah, it's just funny that people
even them big
They-
gay, even
they take
them.
it
Oh, go on.
they just take it too far. You know, it's like I say, I've got a black friend. Oh, you can't say that. You know,
Yeah.
It'll be like, yeah, and you're white. You know, what's the problem? You know, so
It's it is crazy that people
Yeah.
just take everything. It's
But you have to be very conscious, though, don't you? Like, I just think a lot of people aren't very conscious to the new, not maybe the new ways, but like, have you ever got like any older relatives in your family that still use the word coloured? And I pulled my nano on it. I was like, no, you say black now, and she was like, well, and she was innocently saying, well, isn't that worse? And I was like, I don't know. It's just it is black. It's not coloured. Like,
yeah.
And I understand why colour's bad because you're saying it's you're differentiating it, but
Yeah.
it's just I feel some people aren't conscious of the ever-changing landscape that is like, you know, PC.
it's all right, but black will be a problem in so many years.
Well, they're trying to change the word Negro, aren't they, at the moment?
Why?
That's been in the news.
To what?
In Spain, I think
In
they're
Spain,
trying
it
to
means
change
black.
the word black.
Oh, right.
That's
from
where the
Negro.
whole Negro thing comes from.
So they're trying
Because
to,
there was Spanish, obviously.
Yeah, but I thought it originate from a place in Nigeria. You know,
and maybe that's
something.
where Spanish speaking people like coined the name from. But yeah, the word for black from, but they
don't pronounce it Negro. They pronounce it Negro.
yeah.
But it's spelt exactly the same, and it
Yeah,
means
yeah.
black in Spain.
Yeah.
So they're in Spain now trying to change that word for black, which, I mean, if they want to change it, there's no skin off my nose. But if they're changing it for PC reasons, it's sort of like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
It
for
was
the sake of it, isn't it?
I don't know though.
It is
I
what
don't
it
know.
is. You know, you just don't say it, do you?
How offended? I don't know.
It's weird, isn't it?
Everyone is offended now. I think that's the new, not the new craze, but
You could say I'm skinny and I'll get offended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking flat. Man.
Yeah, man. Oh, jeez, you know.
You haven't lifted a weight in like 6 hours. You're looking flat.
How sturdy is that beam?
Yeah.
Someone get me rope.
Oh no, we'll be like that geezer now. That YouTube geezer got in trouble.
Hey? What, for hanging himself?
No, for the guy being hung on his video.
Oh.
Seriously?
Did you see that?
No, flipping
Oh, you've
heck.
missed something there. There's a guy on YouTube
He
called
just hung himself.
Logan something or other.
No, he was in a forest
There's a suicide forest
in Japan.
Oh, right.
And he followed a trail around there and found someone hanging. And then
Oh.
filmed
Someone
it
that
all.
took their own lives, but then loaded the video onto YouTube with the dead body on it,
And
or
he
with
was
the dead body
laughing
in
or
the
something.
background, and got
Yeah.
like loads of stick for it. But also loads of publicity, and
Yeah.
I mean, any
Probably
publicity
didn't-
might be.
Yeah.
The good plus blues. Good. But I mean, yeah.
He's a bit of a fucking knob now, by all accounts. He was throwing pokeballs at Japanese people, so
Oh,
you
right.
can't really take him that seriously.
No, of course. Some lunatics out there, isn't there?
He's just walking around Japan throwing pokeballs at people.
Yeah. They don't take shit over there.
They don't take shit.
Yeah.
I feel
no,
like
no, Kelvin, going back to, like Peak Physique, Kelvin went over to, my trainer. He basically, obviously, co-works with Sean and stuff. And he went over.
Who's that?
I forget his second half.
No, which one? Who are you on about?
Kelv.
Kelvin.
Hind, yeah.
Yeah, Hind, that's it.
Oh, is he? What does he?
He went over to China because he got.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and he won and whatnot. And but yeah, the Chinese going to they treat him like royalty.
Yeah,
honestly.
I think he said that on his Facebook and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I mean, he was like, and I thought, geez, if I ever get the chance to go over there, I probably will do. Just
Just to be an icon. Like,
yeah, like boom, because I mean, it's not. It's over here, they just look at you and think, oh yeah, you're steroid, whatever.
Yeah.
It don't, no matter if you're clean or you're not, you're not on steroids type of thing. But over there, it's just like, wow, fair play, type of thing.
Yeah, they like
It's so
idolize it
different.
in a way,
Yeah.
don't they?
I
Yeah.
mean, you got to realise as well, though, there's probably like only about 3 people over 6 foot tall in China. So, like,
To be
you
honest,
come over there at 6'2" and built a bit, and they're
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, Jesus.
like he's a giant.
It's like when you went away with your friend, didn't you, to Thailand?
Yeah.
Who's like
My mate's-
relatively
my mate's
tall.
6'6".
Yeah,
And we were walking down the street, and with people were going, "Oh, you're so tall! You're so tall!"
what's the secret?
All the
Hey,
time,
guys.
like loads of people said it to him. It was so funny.
But them sort of cultures that are relatively small or have like that sort of ailment, I don't know what you'd call it. They
Ailment?
they
They're not
idolise that though.
Just short.
Yeah, no, but they're short. Yeah. What would you call it then?
Yeah,
Disadvantage? I don't know.
No, I wouldn't say. I mean,
Just short people.
sure.
Yeah, so then obviously someone tall, it's like God,
It's a
someone's
novelty.
tall. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not
but then
God,
look,
it's just a
No, not
novelty.
like God. I mean, like, golly gosh,
But,
whatever
yeah.
you'd call it. Like, wow. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's just a novelty, isn't it?
yeah,
It's the
that, I
same
think
way-
that's
Same
big.
way as if we saw some fucking Shaquille O'Neal looking motherfucker.
yeah.
Doesn't matter how many tall people you've seen. You see someone that big, you look at him and go, "Fuck, he's
Jesus
tall."
Christ,
Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like some guy in NBA, something like 8'2", isn't he, or something?
Yeah, have you seen that photo of Francis Ngannou who stood next to a basketball player, and it's like
Yeah, he looks
there's
like
loads
a
of
child.
like oh, he's so cute. Like,
It's like
he's
his
so
daddy
cute,
long legs,
small.
man.
Yeah.
Honestly, but fair play, you can like dunk like this.
Like, there's a Chinese
He's
guy
like,
that used to
put
play
it in.
called Yao Ming,
Yeah,
and he was fucking like 7'3".
yeah.
Oh
And he
yeah,
could, like, just put his arm up and grab the rim, and
Is
it was
he-
like,
yeah. Is he passed away yet? Or?
no, he's
No.
he's retired.
no joke. Like honestly, no.
People
That guy's gonna
tall
go
die
soon.
early,
Yeah,
don't they?
the heart don't. Yeah, we all get the same sort of organs. So
Yeah,
no special organs out there.
no, like no. It's a brassing, but not to the super lot, tall type of thing, I suppose.
Yeah, I think anything after 6'6", and
It-
you're freakishly tall, aren't you?
And I think from a job perspective, when I see like either a guy of probably 6'2", it's uncomfortable for the guy in the back and for them driving a car. Literally, you will not find a car that suits you
No,
if you're
no.
over 6'2". Your legs are up here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So and you have to have the seat all the way back.
That's why the
And
Americans
it's harder
got it
to
right.
get.
That's why they what?
Americans and them giant cars.
Oh,
Everything's massive. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
literally.
Like Cadillacs, you can fucking have a sleep in the front, and the guy in the back still got leg room. It's
Yeah.
like, do you know what I mean?
the big
That's-
cars.
That's the problem over here.
But yeah. Yeah, I suppose, but the roads are only so big,
Yeah,
aren't
we've
they?
only got little roads. They've got the fucking 12-lane highways.
Yeah.
And you have to have them all bulletproofed and all the other shit over there. So I suppose it's
It's
a
about
roundabouts, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? Well, they don't have roundabouts either.
No, they
weirdos.
don't. They do.
No, they just have intersections.
No, apparently they do, and
There's
it's
like
weird.
one in Boston, isn't there, or something?
Yeah, and you go the other way round them.
yeah.
Yeah, and you give to the left and you go right.
Well, you
round,
do that
even
in
though you're on
Spain and all that.
You do that in
Do you?
France,
Yeah.
What even?
Because they drive on the right.
Yeah, you don't just
Right.
drive over to France and like, this is my roundabout, and go the opposite way.
So it's what? So it's the same way as us. You go right.
No.
Spain's
You
backwards. All
Oh,
of
yeah.
Europe's backwards except us.
Yeah, but America is this. It's as if you're on the right hand.
You drive on the right
on
in
the right,
America.
but the roundabouts are the same way as us. No shit, honestly.
What, so you come... That wouldn't work, would it?
I
'Cause
know.
you'd be crossing off to come off.
That's what I've heard. I've got a friend over there, and that's what he says.
They just use junctions.
Yeah, mostly it's junctions and like stop. You stop and obviously.
Yeah, there's
Oh
one,
yeah, it says there's millions of traffic lights or something like
there's
that.
one
Isn't there?
in what's it called? Boston, because Boston was like the first city they really built,
Yeah.
and it was still like British people building that then. And then
So they-
after they fell out with us, they just went fucking roundabouts and like just built.
Yeah, but they built
Constant-
straight roads, which
Yeah.
makes loads
Yeah.
of sense.
Yeah.
It
I
does
hate
make loads of
roundabouts.
sense for finding.
I hate
things.
roundabouts when people don't indicate, or they indicate early or late, or they're using the wrong lane to join the. Honestly,
Or they
it does in my
dawdle.
head. I use
People who dawdle at
yeah,
roundabouts.
yeah, and they stop because they think it's a junction. Yeah, to me, I just go around them because I get so pissed
keep
off
the
with them.
traffic flowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for God's sake, it's a roundabout. You join onto it.
The-
You know.
The only reason we drive on the left over all the other countries is because when we invented not invented, but when we first had a road system, it was for horses,
Yeah.
and you drove on the left because most people are right-handed, so you could draw your sword with your right hand if someone come towards you facing the opposite way. You
No
could protect
chance.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we should adopt it the other way around. I think it's more efficient, isn't it, to drive on
Why?
the right? I don't know. I'd have to. Have a
How
look.
is it? As
No,
long as the
no,
whole
no.
country's following the route, well, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
It can't slow you down driving the opposite
Yeah,
side of the road.
sod Brexit. We need to swap the side of the road we're driving.
Well, we're in the minority here. If you
Yeah.
look at who,
Yeah, but look at the important countries that do it.
what, us,
Us,
India,
Australia.
What about Vietnam?
Australia, are just like our old
New Ze-
school region.
New Zealand.
and these are just people on their gap year, and
Yeah. It's just gap year and kangaroos. It's just
Yeah, my friend did that.
I think we should just all go
What
to
about
driving
Peru
on
up
the
there?
majority, which is
about-
the right.
yeah. See, Peru's not rocking it.
Yeah, but we're Great
That
Britain,
might not
aren't
even
we?
be Peru. Peru might be a bit lower.
That's not Peru, is it?
Hang on,
That's-
hang on.
isn't that
If you
like
zoom
Botswana
in,
or
zoom in,
something?
because
It's not Botswana. For fuck's sake, that's in Africa.
What's it called?
oh yeah, if you look at the if you scroll in there, the bottom of
This is far
Italy.
in we're going.
Yeah, go in.
I don't think we can go any further in.
Can't you? Well,
No.
I forget which island it is.
Oh, there we
There we
go.
go. There we go. There you go.
Whereabouts?
Yeah, just there. Oh, you gone?
I can't get.
Just there, my man.
What is
I forget
it?
which
Malta,
country
isn't
that
it?
is.
Is that Malta? Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Or is
it's
it
still British,
That's
isn't it?
Malta and Cyprus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they both do it. The
They
bent
do that.
way.
Look at that. The Caribbean islands
Yeah.
all do it.
Yeah.
Yep. See, they know what. Do you know what it is? It's just all the Commonwealth countries. No, it is.
It
Look.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Do you
It's
think?
literally all the Commonwealth countries, South Africa, all them African nations are part of the Commonwealth, the Caribbean, New Zealand, all of them.
And then Japan just thought, "Fuck it, we'll just." we'll
Japan
mix
was
shit
just
up.
like, fuck China, we're doing
Nah,
it
fuck
this
America.
way.
They dropped 2 bombs on us. We're
Yeah.
driving on the other side.
Oh, he brought it in the conversation.
In fairness, Japan are probably
No.
one of the most efficient countries in the world as well, Chess.
And you're
So
saying it wrong. It's Japan.
that- Japan.
And they don't actually drive that much because they're all living like literally on top of each
In
other.
them
No,
mad,
I've
have you
always-
seen them mad monorails in Japan?
Oh yeah.
I've always wanted to go there. To be fair.
I'd like to go
But
to
yeah,
Japan.
I'm not down with going to a country where they don't use our language or don't use our letters, so I can't even quite conceptualize what they're saying. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You got to look at like
That is the hard
square
I-
thing
I-
with a line in it, and
I feel the same when I'm walking through Crewe. You know.
It is hard though when you go to a country that does it, because you know if
Some
you go
shops
to
down there, isn't there?
Yeah,
that
but
you just
if you go to Spain, because they use the same letters as us, you can
Yeah.
have a guess at things.
yeah.
But when you go to like Thailand or Asia, you look at it. They don't even use the same letters. You're just looking at things, going,
yeah. What the
I
fuck
don't
does
know
that
what
say?
Do you know what though? My friend, he went over there and he went as a group of 3, and they all split up. I think it was Japan or somewhere around there, and he went off and literally he bumped into people that were doing the same thing, British, American,
Oh, what, just travelling, yeah.
literally. And to be honest, you get away with it. Honestly,
Yeah, I
you do
think
get
you-
away
I
with
think
it.
you
Get
can
away with
in
it,
the
but it
majority
is
of
when
big
we
cities,
when we
yeah.
did it in Thailand. There's in the big cities. There's English writing underneath the
Oh yeah,
locations or the directions or whatever. But when you get to when you're travelling across Thailand and you're on a bus, you just think, if this bus broke down here or they kicked us off this bus, I couldn't fucking find anything.
No.
no.
Like looking at these signs,
You'd be drawing
these,
pictures of what you want.
and these
stuff,
people
yeah.
don't speak English. It's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Bangkok where everyone speaks a bit of English.
Yeah.
You're in
You're
like
in
the
middle of
mountains
nowhere, yeah,
going.
yeah.
I might as well just fucking curl up here in a ball. Like, you know what I mean?
Defeat us all. No, you'd kind of just try and
Yeah,
I don't know.
fucking
Just-
hitchhiking.
Just
Do
get on with
signs, yeah, or like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed your time on the Educated Oats podcast. It's been a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
We sat down thinking, well, I guess we got a bit of inspiration in, which is what I feel like. I don't know. I follow some bodybuilders and stuff like that on Instagram and stuff because I feel like if you see people working, it inspires you to work. Like you said, if you look up to like Dorian Yates and stuff like that and what legacy they left behind.
Yeah.
Whereas people almost like look at you, go, "Fuck, he's at the gym again. I better not eat this burger or something."
Yeah. To be fair, I do try and like on the storyline and stuff like that. Say obviously, just say the struggles of obviously day to day for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the same for anybody.
Yeah.
So I try and just make sure that it keeps everyone inspired and on their track as well as mine. Type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's really just positive info. Yeah, most of the time. And the odd day, I will just say, obviously, I'm having a crap day, but I'm at the gym.
Yeah.
And at the end of the gym, usually you're in a better mindset. So if you had a negative day, just take it on the gym.
Yeah.
And then turn it around. I hate thinking that obviously a day's been wasted or a day is a negative. I've always thought if someone throws a negative at me, I'll try and find the positive. And 95% of the times I will find the positive. It's like looking for the good in the person that's all bad. There is obviously some good in there.
Unless you're Hitler.
Yeah, or yeah. Well, no, yeah. That's like
His autobiography.
He had a dog.
He's just a bit skewed.
He had a dog.
Yeah, he did have a dog, and his dog seemed to like him.
Yeah, to the
Dogs like everybody.
Yeah. I think
Sorry to ruin your inspirational message.
No, you don't. Yeah, Hitler's.
He just
different.
fucked it up.
Yeah, you just. Fucked it up. No, I'm joking. But yeah, no. It's like you say. There is. So it's just every day you got to put in more than what you did yesterday. And see where you go. Life's a journey. And just see where you end up. Before you know it, you'll be an old pensioner. So just look back and
regret shit, which no one wants to do. But yeah.
I have pensioners coming in and buying cars and saying, "Oh, I haven't got long left." Well, you shouldn't live your life like that. Just
not
live
to spend all
every
this money
day.
on a car to go do something you enjoy or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, but then sometimes they've not bought a car for like 10 years and like, you know what? I'm gonna have one type
splash
of
out.
Yeah, but then, like you say, do something. Don't just sit around type of thing. Go and see the world and do something with your life type of thing.
I don't like people that got that defeatist sort of attitude where they're just like, "Oh, everything is shit and it's not going to get any better." And because I not to get like philosophical in a way, but I do feel like if you put out positive energy, you're going to get, you have a positive outlook on shit.
Yeah,
shit's going to seem more positive to you.
And I think that's why people warm to successful people or people that look good for me or have succeeded, because when you surround yourself with people that succeeded, even down to the
or people that want it, like someone that wants it.
Yeah,
if you're with them day in day out, the chances are you're going to want it as well. Whereas if you hang around with someone that's like, you know, fucking it off all the time and
Yeah.
fucking walking around the yard trying to waste 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Then you,
You know, yeah. I mean, like you say, but yeah, you try and surround yourself with successful people and go after that type of thing. But yeah, like you say, and that's why people that are unhappy or unsuccessful, you know, they find themselves in a bit of a rut. But it's not all about that. You know,
Yeah.
I measure success by momentum, not what you've got and not what you're doing.
and it's a lot
So-
about momentum, isn't
Yeah,
it? I think that's what they say about successful people or people that are pushing in their like true field or whatever, is
Yeah.
that they're not looking at the next, you know, what am I doing today, what did I do yesterday. They're sort of looking at the end goal, and
Yeah.
every little bit of momentum, like you're saying, gets them to that goal. So
Yeah.
like, you might feel shit, but if you just go to the gym or you just do what you want to do, or you just, you know, work that extra half an hour on your own side project or your own business instead of working for the man, then you would, you know what I mean, all that will accumulate in the end to something positive. Whereas
Yeah,
if you just look at it as like singular tasks, it's very easy just to fuck this one off and fuck that one
exactly.
off.
And
I'm never going to reach that goal.
Yeah, and look forward to every weekend, and then before you know, those 52 weekends are up,
Yeah.
and you're down in and
I don't
down
like-
a year
yeah.
type of thing. You know,
I mean, I do. I find myself doing that sometimes, and it's very sort of like when you get there and it's all said and done, you're like,
literally, I do.
that was just
like this month, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've even found myself thinking, do you know what, I can't wait to get to this end of the month because I'm obviously going to get paid. I'm going to get this. You know, January is always a bit of a negative month for everyone,
Yeah.
but it's just keeping the year in mind and making sure, obviously, you know, you get in as much as you can.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
right, sweet. So what's your Instagram at, so people that are listening?
Yeah, so it's done lifting, so done and then underscore lifting,
Yeah.
and that's it basically. And yeah, I'm going to be putting some more positive feed on there, and a bit more about everything I'm doing day to day. And as I say, anybody that's after you know, fitness plans, diet plans, for small goals, big goals, give me a shout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we'll-
follow the journey.
Follow
Yeah.
the journey,
we'll,
baby.
We'll shout you out on the show. On
Yeah,
on the
I'll come back.
podcast.
No worries. It's been a
Yeah,
laugh.
you're more than welcome back anytime, mate.
Maybe you might inspire Batch
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
to not go fucking it all off. Can you fuck it off when you cut down trees, or is
No,
it
I
just
don't mind doing that. That's
No.
the difference.
Ah, I guess.
It's killed in trees, like branches.
Yeah.
Fuck them branches.
This is
It's actually to make these, mate. That's what I do it for.
just them little things.
Beautiful.
Trinkets.
But this has been the Educate Apes podcast. Get us at www.educateapes.com, educateapes.com, one word on Instagram, and yeah, at all the normal places. Peace. Cheers, Andy, for coming on.
Top
No worries.
Bachelor Arts and Crafts.
Cheers, guys.
Sweet. See
See you
you.
later.